Welcome to my tarot card reading for February 2018, Aquarius, and this is Manu Tarot. Okay, let's start immediately with your reading. We have Obara, we have Chango, and we have Babalu. For those that understand what I'm going to say, this is for you. We have here Odi, Ogunda, Obara, and we have again Ogunda. If you understood what I'm talking about, if you apply a little bit of numerology concepts, you will get a background to this energy. We have 3, 6, which becomes 9 if it is added up. So we have also the energy of Osa behind Ogunda, Obara. Okay? Then we have Babalu with the 3. Ogunda. Now we add 9 and 3, it makes 12, Ejio Oko. But if we add 1 plus 2 is 3, 12 and 3. 12 becomes 3. That's what I'm trying to say. 12 becomes 3. 1 plus 2 becomes 3. So again, a big emphasis in Ogunda. Then we have Odi, which is 7. 7 plus 3 is 10. Again, the energy of Ofun is running behind the scenes. But then 1 plus 0 is 1. And at the end, we end up with Okana. So you understood what I'm trying to say. Great. Because that message was intended for you, and you have a summary of all the reading for this month. Anyway, let's start the analysis for those that didn't understand. We have Obara, Chango, and Babalu. Babalu, I like to associate Babalu with promises that are not kept. In the stories that I have read so far, he's always promising something and at the end he cannot keep that promise. And usually that promise is with Oshun, or it involves Oshun. Therefore, it's talking about promises that are not kept. A marriage is a promise. Okay? So if you are, for example, having an adventure, a fling, whatever you want to call it, and you are married or you have a partner, is not well advised, because we have here the 3 of Cups, which is signaling that it's going to bring a breakup. It's not going to end up well. I'm being nice, okay? I'm just calling it a breakup. It could be also tragic, especially if the if the husband of the wife that you are cheating with, it is a very jealous person. The energy of Ogunda is very strong. It's a very young energy. You have to remember that the number 3 is all about creation, moving forward. But within this creative movement, there's also chaos. It's like when a woman is giving birth. Okay, there's pain, there's suffering. You go through a lot of stuff, but then at the end, a new life comes. Meanwhile, you're gonna be, in other words, it's like an energy of creative powers. It's very young. There's the contractions, the pain. Does it make sense what I'm trying to bring forward? So here, in other words, avoid cheating. Anyway, is going to be found out. Obara, the one that brings light, enlightenment, that clarifies things, is going to bring to the surface that you're cheating and you're going to have to pay the consequences. That's Ofun. Okay, this is karmic. So this is what we are talking about here. Now, if you are practicing any kind of deception, okay, you are telling people something that is not true in order to benefit yourself, you have to be very careful, because this also some way, somehow, is going to come back and hurt you. Okay, it's going to come out to the surface, the reality. Okay, Obara here is going to let you know that you are being telling lies. Like, for example, you're doing, let's say, Ponzi scam. That's good, the best example I can give you. all this is going to come back to you, it's going to haunt you, and you're going to see the effects of that deception. Okay, it could be you, it could be someone that you know, but the energy, it is there. If you have a business and you're using any kind of deception, be very careful. You might have problems with the law. Okay, the same thing, this could also mean that during this month you might be involved, it could be at work, in a deception. Let's say someone tells you, the boss told me that you need to do this, this, and that. If someone tells you something like that, verify first that it is true. Sometimes people like to do these little games and it might come back and hurt you. Okay, so be very, very careful during this month regarding this kind of stuff, because we're talking about deception. We have here, you're going to receive help. Whatever is the problem that you're going to find, there are going to be help. Okay, the problem is that also when people find you in need, also you will have those that love to take advantage of you. Therefore, you have to open your eyes, okay? Because there might be people that also might walk into your life, but instead of helping you, they just want to take advantage of you. So you have to be very, very careful during this month. Chango here with this energy. Then we have here Taurus. I didn't introduce you to these other cards, I'm sorry. We have here the Moon, the High Priestess, Cancer, Taurus, which is emphasizing house number 2, money, finances, economy, that kind of stuff. So you have to be very careful with your money and any business opportunity that you are presented with. It could be investment, whatever it is, but be very careful. There are people that are out there to help you, but there are also people that are out there to take advantage of you. So you have to open your eyes during this month. Careful. I mentioned Cancer, because these two cards have an emphasis on big emphasis on Cancer house. Therefore, I already gave you advice related with family, especially if you're cheating. Okay, because Chango, he practiced a little bit of deception. It didn't come out well, and he ended up regretting it. So you have to be, careful here. Health, I don't know, did I mention about surgery? There's a possibility of surgery because we have the energy of the moon. The moon is related with fluids, that kind of stuff, and if there is a surgery contemplated under the sign of Ogunda, we might experience complications. Considering that we have Obatala and Babalu here, there might be a complication. I will be inclined to say that there's nothing to worry because there are two in an upright position. There might be a little bit of blood loss. So, something to keep in mind. If you can postpone the surgery, is something that is like urgent, try to just postpone it for a different occasion. If you're going to give birth during this month, just be aware that there might be a complication in the surgery if you're doing a C-section. If you're giving birth naturally, it means also that there might be a complication, but I would say there's nothing to worry about the way that the tarot cards are coming forward. Okay, I don't know if I mentioned health, other stuff related with health, but we have the moon here, Babalu, because Babalu is an upright position, is something that I inclined to say that is nothing serious, but the warning is here. Okay, so if you have any pain, anything weird, something related with your reproductive organs, you should go and check it out. It's really good to play safe, okay, during this month. There is a big emphasis in reproductive organs, prostate, penis, and all related with your reproductive organ, prostate, penis, testicles, women's, fallopian tubes, ovaries, uterus, vagina, cervix, uterine cervix, that kind of stuff, you know. Keep that in mind. You should, I'm going to give this as a tidbit of information, so you know the important signs. If there is fever, like a fever sensation, and there's night sweats involved, that's something that you need to go and check it out. If there's bleeding when you go to the bathroom, if there's bleeding when you're peeing, that's something that you should go and check it out. Okay? If you're losing weight without having diet, without doing any kind of exercise, you should go and check it out, especially if all these signs are all together. Okay, considering this and this, that's the advice that I'm giving you. Okay, he said we have to take it into consideration because it's within the implications of the reading. With this, I'm not saying that it's going to happen. Okay, I'm assuming that you are smart enough to figure this out. Okay, but this is a reading that is meant to be warnings and advice. Okay, like I said in my description, so keep that in mind. This is a general reading, and I have to go over all the possible meanings, implications, and interpretations of the reading. Okay, we have also here telling us that something is going to terminate, something is going to end, something is coming to an end, something is finishing, but it's something that you really need. Okay, you need that, especially if you are working in a spiritual plane. Anything that is vibrating in a lower level is going to come to an end, because you're raising your vibrational level, you're raising your consciousness, and spiritually speaking, many things are needed to come to an end, and you're going to experience that during this month. Okay, if you're raising your vibrational level, you're going to see things working on that aspect. It's like you're shedding your skin, your old personality, like the Bible says. Okay, so you're going to see a lot of things that are going to come to an end. It might be painful, especially if it is a relationship, but it is something that is needed at the moment, so you can be freed and progress spiritually, emotionally, psychologically. Okay, I think that I covered all possible signs involved in this reading, and that's all I have for you until the next one.